What is up, chat? I am back. I've been gone a little bit longer than I had planned. I know I was originally planning on being, like regular, but then, things happened. Depression is a hell of a thing. Still depressed, but I'm here. So that's the main thing. But you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to just press that go live button and hope for the best. I'm hoping for the best, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to be another 2 months between now and my next stream. That's actually probably a personal best for me. I seem to average about once every 6 months. My plan is 3 times a week, but my average is once every 6 months. So fingers crossed. Cross them fingers. Cross some fingers for me, chat. I need you to be crossing them fingers, because someone's got to do it. And I mean crossing those fingers, because that's that's the thing. I need fingers crossed. Because, well, I would like to get back into this. It's kind of, I would say it's a New Year's resolution, but it was kind of last year's New Year's resolution. Actually, that's not true. Last year's New Year's resolution was just getting through last year, which I did, because I'm here, which means I made it past the that particular aspect of, surviving last year, because that was a hell of a year. There was a lot of lows, the occasional high, mostly lows, but it was I guess it equaled out to 0. So it is what it is. But on the plus side, we've got this. So also, if my music is too loud, let me know. I can't really tell from my end. I mean, I can kind of see. Actually, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to just turn this down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. At least from a visual perspective. The green bar is slightly lower than my bar now. So that's, that's a win. But yes, as you may have guessed from my stream title, it is Monday. Well, for me, it's Monday. I think everyone else, it's probably Sunday. So this stream title makes no sense for a lot of those people. But for me, it's Monday. So since it's me that's hosting the stream, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to have to, get into... I'm going to have to get used to the whole idea of being, on the other people's time zones. Because, realistically, today is going to be the main day that I have, this time zone. Because today is the only day that I have consistently from my 9 to 5. I have other days, and they're not always. I'm quite often. Sorry, I'm doubling up. I don't like that. Apologies, chat. That was a little bit loud. At least for me, it is. The fact that sound came immediately from underneath my microphone might have been a bit loud for you guys too. So, we'll try not to I'll try not to deafen you. So if anything comes up, I do have plans for I have plans for doing. Wow, I just completely blanked on what I was doing. Yes, plans, important plans that I have that I will be doing. So I'm going to be doing over the development of my streaming. I got a few ideas. I've picked up some ideas from other people, and I'm going to incorporate them potentially. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to incorporate them, but there is some people that I have watched. I don't watch a lot of people, but I do watch some people. So that anyway. So what I'm doing is my plan. For those of you who have been who are watching on desktop, if you scroll down, you will see that I have a follow a goal listing. With that, my plan is with that, I got goals, and those goals I'm going to, the more people I get, I do fun little challenges. So the next closest one I think is I'm just gonna eat a lemon on stream. It's a small one, but it's not going to be particularly fun for me. But that makes it a lot more enjoyable for everybody else. So I'll count that as a win for you guys. But I'm also going to, if I do get to the point of being affiliate, well, I guess when that happens, that's when the redeems and such come in. And I got a bunch of ideas for redeems. So when that happens, there's going to be a few redeems. There is also, I've got the follower goals, but I'm thinking on top of that, if I get to well, no, you know what? Not if, when I get to affiliate, I'm going to do some sub goals as well. Maybe not. Well, I'll do sub goals eventually. But what my plan is with that, which I may have incorporated a little bit from a streamer that I am currently following and who I just finished watching about 10 minutes before this stream, is I've been looking to incorporate exercise more into my life. I do a lot of cardio, just in general. Like my arms are okay, my legs are okay, but I've been slacking on my core. So I'm thinking once I get to an affiliate state level, let's go with level, then I might incorporate some, for every subscription, I'll do X amount of exercise reps. I haven't decided what yet. I'm a ways off on that one for now. But what I'm going to do with that, I'm hoping that if I do that, not only will, not only is that incentive for me to get fit, you guys get to watch me struggle, because depending on how many subscriptions I get, that could be a lot of exercise, and that's going to be very exhausting. And who knows, I might just collapse on stream. Probably not the best thing from like health perspective to overdo it, but to hell with that. I am instead going to, do it for the bit, so to speak. But I'm a little bit of a ways off on that one for now. Got follower goals to reach before I can get to the sub goals. So I'm going to be doing that. Got to work for that first. And yeah. It's going to be fun. But today is Monday, and my plan, at least what I've been trying to do, or at least what I've been trying to incorporate, is for my plan that Mondays are going to be for Mass Effect, because I have had Mass Effect in my Steam library for like 10 years. I think I've played the second game, and that is it. That's probably not the right order to play it. So what I'm doing, I'm making this an incentive for me as well to be playing that. Start from the very beginning. And I guess I'll kind of be like raw dogging it a little bit as well, because I'm trying to, well, when I played the second game, there were certain goals that I wanted to achieve in my playthrough. I may or may not have incorporated the use of some walkthroughs to do so, which allowed me to get through the game with everybody surviving. And yes, that is ultimately a good ending, but on the flip side of that, I don't know, it felt a little bit hollow. But I think my real issue is, not issue, my real issue is going to be with the fact that you got two options for who you can play. You got male shepherd, you got female shepherd. Both of those have options for, like, they have their pros and their cons. I played Mass Effect 2 as female shepherd because, she vibed with me more than the male shepherd did. But the downside to that is that There is no bisexual option in that game, at least not without a mod that I have found. I haven't found anything yet, but that's also because I'm too lazy to mod things. That's a me thing. I don't necessarily. I'm sure there is things out there for that. It would be very, very unlikely if there was not. But I'm too lazy for that. So what I'm doing is I've got to figure out, and this is probably going to be a lot of what today's stream is going to be when I get into it. I need to figure out if I want to be male shepherd so I can romance some of the lady companions in the game, even though I don't particularly like male shepherd as much from an aesthetic perspective. Well, let's go with that. But with the flip side of that, if I go female shepherd, she's more aesthetically pleasing if I'm going to be looking at her in every single cutscene, but all I can do is be besties with the female companions on the ship for that. And don't get me wrong, when I was playing Mass Effect 2 as female shepherd, I took that option with the male companions. I was gonna be fucking someone. I just unfortunately couldn't do it with the ladies. So Garrison Thane got some in Mass Effect 2. So weren't they lucky? I guess. So lucky for them. So now I've just got to figure out how I want to play that this time around. Hello, Mia. Thank you for joining. We love a first-time chat here. Hope you've been having a good day so far, and hope that you continue to have a good day whilst watching this stream. I am about to jump into some Mass Effect and potentially got some stories as well. It's been a fun couple of months. I generally have been trying to stream at least like 3 times a week. However, I've not been able to since, let's have a look. My last stream was apparently about 2 months ago, but that's because of good old fashioned depression. But because yeah, turns out time alone will not fix PTSD. I didn't know that. And that was, yeah, had an episode of that. That was not fun. And then, yeah, basically being high functioning depression. I can thank my DID for that, because it's like my brain has created like a backup in the event of depression. So at the very least, if I find myself in that situation, then my brain switches over to that and I can still, eat and function and, do all those fun things that you need to do to stay alive. Unfortunately, does not leave a lot of energy for streaming, which is, I don't really have that energy today, but I've had the last 2 days off, so I've got slightly more energy than I normally do, which is a rarity right now. That and, chronic anxiety, that is also fun. Because that's one of those things where, I like streaming. It's fun. I enjoy meeting the people, well, especially the non-asshole people that join the streams. And it gives me an incentive to play new games or play old games that I have never played. Or old games that I have been meaning to play for a very long time. Or all of the above. And instead, anxiety gets me all dressed up like this and dolled up. And then has me sitting and staring at that go live button, unable to actually press it. But at least I look pretty when I'm sitting there in anxious panic attack. Because, that's what matters. Because, I also like, looking like this. And I don't really get a chance to do that for work. Also because I don't really care for my 9 to 5 enough to make myself look this fancy. So they get the basics. This is my streaming / potentially going out look. And so, yeah, you guys get this. My 9 to 5, they do not. Love the look. Thank you. I appreciate that. It sometimes works. It sometimes does not. I've kind of my hair is a pain sometimes because I've had comments on it in the past that my hair gets very nice and shiny, which is a good thing, especially when I'm doing streams and photo shoots, because the shine makes the light look better. However, the downside of that is usually those are the days when I need to wash my hair because I can feel my hair. And I've got my particular flavor of autism. I don't like feeling my hair. Like, don't get me wrong. I like having hair this long. It's great. I love it. I want to see how long I can get it. Right now, it's just above the nips. But if I can get it to be just above, like, you know, my butt, I want to see if I can do that. Because that is ultimately, genetically, I think I can do that. Because I guess it depends if I get more of my father's. Longer hair does mean more maintenance, which I'm okay with. I designate a couple of nights a week just to maintain this. Usually if I'm just having a shower, it's just like, you know, 5-10 minutes and I'm done. If I'm doing a hair night, it's like a minimum of 30 to 45 minutes that I have to set aside to, you know, do what I need to do with it. But I like it. I like how it looks. And so I will be keeping I like to trim because, you know, I find that split ends look a lot more noticeable when you've got blonde hair. And so I get that kind of, I forgot what I was trying to say with that. Maintained. Yeah, I get that trim back every now and then, but my plan is to go as long as I possibly can because I want to see if I can, because it kind of depends if I take more after my mother or my father in terms of hair, because I've seen photos of my father when he was younger. He got quite long hair, but his stopped growing at like his neck and then just got thicker. And my hair it's fine, but there's a lot of it. So it's fine but thick. Whereas my mother's was kind of the opposite. She had finer hair, but there was a time in her life where it was like down to her butt. And so I guess it kind of depends on which direction my genetics take more from the hair for, because that's, you know, it's looking good. I'm happy with it. I am playing with it a lot. I realize this. That's a stim kind of, but with that, I will try not to do that too much. I will wish your hair wasn't so thick. Takes forever to dry and maintain, but you love it. Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of the thing, in that my hair is like, it's not necessarily, I mean, it's thick, but it's thin at the same time. So it's kind of a double-edged sword on that. Drying and maintaining is definitely like a thing. Outside of those wash nights, I tend to be probably a little bit lazy with regards to maintenance of it. Oh my God, that's the other downside of when my hair looks as nice and glossy as it does at the moment, is because that means that it's usually close to a wash day. It means I'm shedding more than I would like. And that's also why when I'm streaming, I keep this handy, because it's just convenient. And so I have that. I do like I like it. I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon if I don't absolutely have to. And so I've also I've debated like dyeing it, because I like the alternative looks. And alternative, there is that kind of, I don't want to say stereotype, but there is this kind of expectation of like black hair or like dark hair, dark eyes. pale skin. Pale skin I can do, although I have a tendency to tan, which is, again, it's not a bad thing, but it kind of doesn't help me with aiming for that aesthetic. But so my look is kind of counterintuitive a little bit to going for that alternative look, which is a bit of a shame. So because it means I have to get creative in terms of how I do other aspects of appearing alternative. Because I got like blonde hair, blue eyes, and a very slight tan. But with that, it's not. I have to focus more on other aspects of the look to make the look do what I want it to do. But over the last couple of months, I have definitely gotten more into the idea of the black lip. At the moment, I've kind of gone for the half lip or the Shigo look. But I do like the full black lip. I've tried it a few times, and I think with the right outfit, I can make it work. And I mean, it takes a little bit more effort with me because it's kind of goes against the blonde, but we're doing that. I just also realized it's kind of antithetical, I guess is the word. I don't know if that's the word I needed, but it's a word that popped into my head. Antithetical to my plan, which I mentioned earlier, which was to do the exercise for subs things. So once I get to a level of affiliate where I can start doing, like redeems and alerts and that sort of thing, my plan is to do for each sub, I do a certain amount of exercises because I want to get back into, not necessarily back into shape. I'm not out of shape. I just want to get more toned again because I've still maintained a good amount of muscle from my more manly days, but I kind of want to see if I can, I don't know, figure out the weight distribution thing, because that is a thing that is not uncommon. Because I'm on HRT. I'm non-binary. I'm gender fluid. It's that sort of thing. But I lean more femme, so I am on HRT, and I'm liking what it's doing. I've been on it for a while now. You're on HRT too? Awesome. See? Yeah, exactly. But because my body has a naturally high metabolism, which means that one of the big things that are recommended on HRT is, you need to eat more so that you can gain more weight, so you can do more even weight distribution to, the parts that you want to feminize and so on. And I haven't been able to do that outside of getting a little bit going on here, my butt, but you can't see that here. I'm not planning on showing it here, but you never know. Accidents happen. But I would like to be able to add more to that. And estrogen and progesterone make me crazy because I have to shame myself. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm constantly snacking and I just can't put it on. I think it also doesn't help that I'm on my feet a lot for my 9 to 5, and that kind of probably doesn't help with the whole burning it off side of things. And that's a little bit annoying. And I've seen some redistribution of weight, but because I haven't been able to put on enough to kind of balance it out, it's not as much as I would like. So we keep trying, but I'm just gonna have to keep eating more. It's complicated things a little bit now, because over the last several months, due to, let's say, certain stresses in life, apparently if your mental health gets bad enough, your physical health goes with it. And I had a particularly bad beginning of last year, and apparently that was enough to either activate a celiac gene or kick in some kind of gluten allergy, because I cannot. Oh, thank you for following me. I appreciate that. But yeah, unfortunately, because of that, I just completely, it was, yeah, because of said events, I now can't eat gluten or bread. And do you know how much stuff contains gluten and bread? It's most things. So that complicates things when you're trying to add weight, and then all of a sudden you can't eat anything. The stuff I can eat is a lot more expensive, which is super annoying. But yes, luckily I happen to I follow another streamer who well, they are confirmed celiac. I'm not confirmed celiac. I'm like most likely just a severe gluten allergy. But there is a lot of crossover in the symptoms for that, and I kind of that's kind of how I've learned what sort of things to avoid, which, you know, by watching that person. But that was actually kind of helpful, because when I was watching them, they were telling all these stories, and I was like, hang on a minute, I am getting a lot of that myself. That's very interesting. And lo and behold, turns out when I started, I mean, I had to keep eating gluten so that they could test for things. But then once all the tests were done, I cut it out. And then lo and behold, some of my symptoms started getting better. And I was like, oh, okay, that is interesting. And so therefore I'm seeing some connection in terms of, you know, what's going on there. Unfortunately, medically, they got no answers, because they tested for celiac, that came back negative. They were going to test for the allergy, but then changed their mind on it for some reason. So that's really annoying. And so I'm just going on the assumption that it's a gluten allergy based on the fact that if I eat gluten, I might die. So, I mean, that is a slight exaggeration, but only very slightly, because it's kind of a case of, it's very much a dice roll with me and gluten. If I eat it, if I'm lucky, I might just have to spend the rest of the day on the toilet. That's not fun, but it's manageable. But on the flip side of that, if I eat gluten, there is also the possibility I might pass out or stop breathing. Those are both pretty important things for, you know, living. So I don't really want to roll those dice. It's not a great mix. That's my first, one of the first things that got me looking into or putting the connection between gluten and problems like that is that whenever I would be eating lunch, about half an hour later, I would be going blind and having a migraine, like a massive migraine. And they're potentially connected, because it's like, I think that is a common symptom with like visual migraines, is that it like takes all the blood supply away from the eyes. And that's not great. But so I've just basically cut out all of the gluten now. So unfortunately, that also means that, you know, like I can't eat most fast food now, which is really unfortunate, because I liked my fast food. It's not great, but I liked McDonald's. But I can't eat McDonald's because 90% of what they've got there contains gluten. And the other stuff is like ice cream, which is dubious for me. Like that, I'm lactose intolerant. It's a great combination to have with a gluten allergy. But at the very least, I know what happens when I eat dairy. There's no surprises with that one. But at the very least, if I'm really feeling like an ice cream from McDonald's, I can have it. I just need to not have anywhere else I need to be afterwards. And in that case, that's fine. But everything else might kill me. So that's not great. But what I've got is I deal with it my own way. And I mean, I consider myself lucky that I'm not as bad as some others that I know in terms of my symptoms for that sort of thing. Because I mean, obviously the severity of it is not great, given that it can vary from minor stomach discomfort to not breathing. There is a very big variance between those. But it only happens if I eat gluten specifically. Whereas I know people who, like, their symptoms may not necessarily be the same, but they can't eat stuff if it has even been in the same room as gluten. I don't think mine is quite that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. I just have to make sure that whatever I'm eating does not contain gluten. But I'm less concerned as to if it's been prepared in the same room as something with gluten. But like I said, gluten's in everything. So there's definitely been a couple of times where I was caught out and I was just like, oh, okay, not feeling so hot right now. I'm assuming there was some gluten in whatever I just ate. It's not a great mix. So that's the really annoying thing as well. I'm too lazy to cook my own pizza, and I have yet to find a takeaway gluten-free pizza that tastes good. I've tried a couple of them so far. The best I can get is okay, in that I can eat it and I'll be like, this isn't terrible. But I've yet to find the pizza that I can bite into and go, oh, I want more of that. Which is a shame because, you know, I like pizza. But I'm too lazy to make I say too lazy. I'm too tired. There's a difference because, you know, burnout's a bitch. And unfortunately, leaves me with very little energy to do much of basically anything else. So any cooking of anything that requires more than like 5 to 10 minutes preparation ain't happening. It used to, but it doesn't anymore. But there are conditions for that because generally speaking, I am more likely to cook if I'm doing it for someone else. I will push through my exhaustion to cook for someone else. I'm not doing that for myself. I'm not pushing through shit for myself. If I can make my life a little bit easier, I'm gonna. So yeah, we're not doing that. But I like pizza. Like it is up there in terms of some of my favorite foods, and I cannot eat it. And the ones that I can eat aren't good, which is not helpful for me at all. So I will figure out a way eventually, or I can find someone else who might like cooking. I'm quite lazy when it comes to dating. I like the idea of dating, but actually doing the dating itself, I don't have energy for that. As much as I would like to, I don't have energy for that. But if I can find someone who shares my similar love of cooking and has the energy to do said cooking, that'd be great. I don't know how likely that is ever going to be to happen, but we can dream. But on the plus side, I do like living by I was going to say I like living by myself, but I don't really live by myself. I have a cat, and she is around somewhere. She likes to just kind of visit this room every now and then. Usually she's yelling at me for something if she comes into here. but if I can work the angles, I have a second camera, which I bought that second camera years ago because, like I said, my average for streaming has been like once every 6 months. Despite my intention to, like, I have a schedule, it's just I rarely had the energy to do anything about that. But it's one of those things where it says the new year, I'm going to try and get back into the habit. If I can form streaming as a habit again, that means I'm more likely to actually stick to it. Unfortunately, this time of day, I can only do on, well, for me, it's a Monday, but for other people, it might be like a Sunday night or a very, very early Sunday morning. But with that, I have other days that I can stream. It's just not going to be at the same time. So like right now, it is 11 o'clock in the morning for me, and it just happened a Sunday night for you. Yeah, exactly. So Sunday night, because this is a good time, because I like to allow for people from the Northern Hemisphere to be able to join in. And this is basically the only day of the week where I can have any kind of consistency in doing that. Because my usual time for streaming is, well, it's 11 a.m. for me now. It would be like 7 or 8 p.m. from Canada. Exactly. So like that's the thing. Like it's the timing. Like I've got to try and figure out what's a good time schedule for myself and chat, because like my other stream time is like 9 hours from now, essentially, because that's about 7 or 8 p.m. for me, and that would be like an after work stream. Generally, I probably won't be quite as done up as I am at the moment, but it's time that I can do something. Like, I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, Monday is my plan for Mondays is like Mass Effect, because I need incentive to play it, because I've only played the second one. I've not actually played the other several games, but I want to. But I have a very large Steam library. I'm probably not going to show the Steam library. There's nothing necessarily bad in it that I'm aware of. My collection is probably tamer than some of the others. Well, I mean, if we're just talking Steam, hang on, let me just check my Steam account. Because like Steam, I have. Where is my library? There it is. I mean, I've only got 120 games on Steam, and I've only got like 80 of them that I still need to play. Only. But that's also not including like Game Pass and Epic Games and that sort of thing, where I keep getting like the free games from them, and I keep adding them to my list. No, I don't have thousands of games. Unfortunately, I've not had time to invest in that level of games, which is a bit of a shame, because like I like games, I just have no time to play them, which is also why I'm doing the stream, because if I can make time, right? I mean, in terms what is my top played game? I mean, in terms of Steam, it's Power Wash Simulator. I may be autistic. Well, there's no may. I am autistic. And apparently that one is a big thing. But outside of Steam, it's probably Skyrim. I've put several hundred hours of game time into Skyrim, but that was mostly on the PlayStation. And it was basically, if there's a platform that Skyrim has been released on, I've probably bought it. Should I have? No. But it's one of those ones where it's like, I don't want to miss out on the opportunities. And so I'm pretty sure I've got like PS3 version, PS4 version, Steam Collector's Edition, Steam Deluxe Edition. Pretty sure I've got one on the Switch as well, I think. So I don't need that many games. I mean, I don't need that many copies of Skyrim. Bethesda's got a good amount of money out of me from that one. But on the plus side, I've got a good amount of hours out of them. So I'm counting that as a win. it amuses me the fact that, like I said, I've put several hundred hours into that game of Skyrim. I think I've finished it once. I invest too much time into side quests in that game, and it was not probably not the best use of my time, but I was easily distracted, and every time they had some interesting quests. Skyrim has interesting quests, and I'm not gonna ignore the interesting quests. I mean, the dungeons were where they just like the randomly generated ones where you'd get a notification saying, "Hey, clear out this dungeon." There's only so many of those you can do before I get bored, but all the other quests, like I was head of basically every organization in that game, and I had like filled every encyclopedia and collected every potion and herb and shout and spell and what have you. I'm gonna say probably one of with Skyrim. I don't know how much you want me to be talking about Skyrim in particular, but with Skyrim at least, like I played the most hours on it on an unmodded version on the PlayStation. When I got onto the PC version, that was when I actually started using mods. One of those mods was to give me a extremely superpowered weapon so that I could actually finish the game. So I could just like speed through that so I could actually finish the game. It's basically the only time I've finished the game. But it was also my other next mod was to make the blades do what they're told. Because I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but one of the side quests with the organizations is the Blades, and they are like an anti-dragon organization, and they are meant to operate under the guidance of the Dragonborn, i.e. yourself. And then towards the end of their quest line, they basically say, hey, you need to kill Paarthurnax or we're not going to listen to you anymore. And I know very few people, myself included, who chose the Blades over Paarthurnax. Because yes, Paarthurnax is a dragon, but he's also probably one of the better allies in the game. And like, the Blades are assholes. They're not like they're basically saying they're holding you hostage essentially to their demands. So one of the other mods that I downloaded was one of the mods for to make the Blades do as they're told. So that when they go, oh, you have to choose Paarthurnax or us, and you just go, fuck you guys, I'm choosing Paarthurnax. You're supposed to be following the Dragonborn. I'm the Dragonborn. Do what I say. And instead of them going, no, I'm not going to do that because I don't like dragons, they actually go, fine, I will continue to help you, even if I don't like dragons. But, you know, they're probably my least favorite crew, but there was I was still the leader of them as well. But they were my least favorite of the organizations within the game. But I was basically the leader of everywhere that gave me the opportunity to be the leader. I was the leader. So there is that, which is good. Now I kind of want to play Skyrim again. That's not what today's for. I'm very easily distracted. So that's why I've chosen to be a variety streamer, because I lack the focus to long-term consistently sit to one particular category or topic. And so yeah, the last couple of streams that I've done have mostly been chatting streams because, well, I have a lot of practice talking to myself. And if I have other people to talk to, then that makes that even easier, because then I don't have to talk to myself. I can talk to other people. But I have a lot of experience because I think it's on my about section. It may or may not be. I have DID, or like a DID-like condition. currently under diagnosis. DID is a dissociative identity disorder. One of the most common things being, splits in personalities and so on. So, yeah, it gets quite loud in here sometimes. And so it's easier for me to verbalize part of the conversation so that, I can get some of that noise out of my head, which is good for when it's quiet in chat because I can fill my own chat in a way. It's not necessarily like probably the healthiest way to be doing that, but it is what it is. So we've got that. I don't know why I brought that up, but it is like, I'm pretty sure it's on my About page, so it's not like a big secret. But we've got that going on. I'm hoping 2026 is going to be better than 2025, which, to be fair, is not hard because with the exception of like a very small part of 2025, that was a shocker of a year. If I can go into 2026 and not be considered medically interesting, that would be great because like there's a few different things that I got going on and doctors are just like, yeah, I don't know what that is. And so I'm not sure how to help you on that. And I'm just like, great. That's exactly what I want to hear. Why am I coming to see you people? But yes, it's like the mental health thing, as I just said, that one I'm currently under diagnosis, but that is a very hard thing to diagnose. It's not like it's rare, but it's not super rare. So like some people, there are some professionals that can study it, but it's like it's rare enough that they don't have a lot to work with. So I've got that going for me, I guess. Yay for trauma responses. But there is another story. I probably won't be sharing it today. It's probably the more medically interesting of the stories I was referring to. However, I'm kind of going to hold that one hostage myself. That's going to be an affiliate story because there is some certain medically interesting story about myself that like I've seen multiple doctors, gotten multiple scans, tests, blah 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 for, and have had zero answers for. And I've only told that full story to my GP and, well, a streamer that I met up with earlier in the year. So there's like 2 to 3 people that know the full story for this one. Plus, I mean, they might have told other people. It's not like I swore them to confidence with regards to that story. But I personally have only told that story to 2 or 3 people. It's to me a very interesting story. It's borderline TOS, but I could probably get away with it when I do tell it. I can probably get away with it by classifying it as medically educational. It's also an advantage for why I keep this as an 18 plus stream, because eventually when I do get around to telling that story, there are certain aspects of it that are probably not for children. And I mean that, and I've figured out a way of wording the story so that it's not overly graphic, but I am holding that story hostage until affiliate because I like that story. But like I'll share other stories. Like for example, I have a scar on the side of my hand. You probably can't really see it from the lighting of this one, but there is a scar that is like 1.5 inches long on the side of my hand. Not a single person in my life knows where that scar came from, including myself. It's like perfectly straight. It's almost surgically straight. And I don't know how long I've had it or how I came across it. My ex had no idea how I got it. My family has no idea how I got it. So the leading theory is aliens. We think that there is like aliens have like implanted. I mean, I'm not saying this seriously. We think that there might be like aliens that have taken up and like, because I feel like I've had this for as long as I can remember, and no one else knows how I got it, including me. So leading theory is that they implanted a tracking chip in my arm. Again, I'm not saying that seriously. It would explain a few things about my life if I was like being subject to alien experimentation. It would definitely explain a few things. For example, there was a particular, like, last time I was in a long-term relationship, I was in bed with my partner at the time. We both had particular sides that we slept on. When I woke up the following morning, we were not on those sides. I was on her side, she was on my side. That is not how we went to bed, and neither of us remember moving during the night. So again, we're thinking aliens. They must have used the tracking chip in that case. So yeah, we've got... It's not proof. It's all entirely anecdotal, but my dad has apparently seen a lot of UFO sightings. Ignore the drink that looks like piss. That is a bottle of Gamer Sups, which is actually quite nice. This one is, it's like a peach flavor. But I have found that it is one of the few things that I've tried that actually helps to keep me awake. Because courtesy of the autism/ADHD, whatever it is, that has rewired my brain, possibly also the DID, I don't know. I got that thing where like caffeine does bugger all for that, which is not helpful. And like I can drink a can of Monster and be asleep half an hour later. Just, I mean, it's great for, because like I generally only drink Monster in the evening, but it's less helpful when I'm trying to use it for, you know, energy. I really just drink it for flavor, and I can't stand coffee. So coffee ain't for me. That's no matter how many people have tried to turn me on to coffee, not happening. I am physically repelled by the taste. That is almost definitely an autism thing. Like, the most coffee I have ever drunk in one thing was like 1/3 of a cup of, I think it was like cappuccino or something like that, because I was at a hotel and the very lovely maitre d' at the hotel restaurant brought us complimentary coffees. And I didn't want to be rude because at the time I was very much a people pleaser. I've kind of eased up on the people pleasing aspect of things courtesy of last year's little mental breakdown. But I was like, this person has made this coffee for me. It would be rude for me to just go, nah, I'm not drinking that. So I pushed through it. Basically every sip of coffee that I take, whilst I had my breakfast on hand, basically every sip of coffee I was stuffing like food into my mouth afterwards to try and cover the taste for that. Because no matter what flavor of coffee it is, it does nothing for me. It actively, like, borderline makes me sick, but not in the same way that like drinking a glass of milk would make me sick. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna start gagging if I try to drink coffee. But caffeine, no problems, like, at all. But, you know, coffee is like the expectation, and like I'm it's one of those things where like I've gone, you know, I've been on my share of dates over the years, and like one of my go-tos for convenience is a coffee date, because like it's convenient, and it means if the other person doesn't vibe, there's no like obligation to hang around. Granted, that's never happened so far, because every coffee date I've been on has gone a lot longer than the original plan, which is like, it's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I say coffee date for the benefit of the other person. It's like, I'm not drinking coffee there though. Like, it's a coffee date. You can have coffee. I ain't having coffee. Not doing it. It's not happening. So instead, though, I don't know, kind of like a hot chocolate or a tea or something. But because, you know, it would be rude for the other person to be drinking coffee and for me to just be sitting there like this. It might be considered a little bit rude. So I don't do that. But on the plus side for that, we have, like I said, I've yet to have a coffee date go badly. Like my personal day, my personal best for a coffee date, I want to say about 6 hours. I think might have even been longer, because it started as a coffee date, and then it turned into lunch, and then we went shopping for the rest of the afternoon. So I would consider that a successful date. And then I got into a long-term relationship with that person. But, you know, so obviously like it was moderately successful. So I'll count that as a win. But on the plus side for that, we do have, well, that's how I got to where I am now. I mean, I'm currently single, but that is unrelated to the coffee date. I don't know why I mentioned that. But it's one of those things where if I see a lot of people online and they're like, oh, they're taking me on a coffee date. That's so cheap. Why would I, like, if they can't afford to take me out to a dinner, they're not worth my time. And I'm just like, I don't know you. Why would I want to be investing so much? Like, if you could take someone to dinner, there is an expectation of time and an expectation of money. And if I don't like you, if I don't vibe with you, why would I want to be spending all of that time with you? That's hence the coffee date. The coffee date, you can still meet up. All you're limited to is like the length of time, the length it takes to drink a cup of coffee. So if you don't vibe with them, it could just be a case of you meet up, you drink a coffee. Sorry, I'm not feeling it. Thanks for the coffee. With a dinner, you get dressed up, you go meet up, you got to do your order, you got to wait for the order, you've got to, you know, there's so much expectation to it. Like if you haven't met this person first, why would you want to invest that much time just to get the vibe of this person? Coffee's just easier. And then you can do the dinners or the bowling or the dancing or whatever it is you want to do for whatever you want to do for the dates. I just, you know, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm not like, I don't jump into relationships. I'm like borderline ace. I'm like part ace, part pansexual. And so it's kind of like I have the potential to like anybody, but I have to like you first. Like if I'm not vibing with you, I don't want to fuck you. Like you could be like a 10 out of 10. If I don't like you, I'm not doing it. That's like, I'm not, yeah. That's I don't get that with people where it's just like, it's also why I've never really been able to do one night stands, because like I don't know if I'm going to vibe enough with this person to want to be that intimate with them. I'm not sure how I got into this conversation, But anywho, so we've doing so now that we've talked about my dating life for a little while, actually, there is one more story I have. I consider myself very lucky. Like my last relationship was like right during the COVID times, so to speak, the pandemic, and that was the time where you weren't allowed to do anything or like go out anywhere. I still wanted to date though, and I happened to come across a lovely young lady on one of the apps. I don't remember which, and I, after we had gotten to know each other via the app, because like I said, we couldn't meet up anywhere, I invited her over to my place, and I am aware that, I mean, at the time I was presenting somewhat more masculinely. Like I'm not like the most, I've never been the most masculine of men, but more masculine than I am now. And I am aware that, most women or female presenting people in general, I'm not going to be super comfortable to go to the house of a dude that they've never met before. She did. I was very grateful for that. I was very appreciative of the fact that like she'd never physically met me before, but she was willing to come to my house to have dinner. It's a shame that particular relationship didn't work out, but that was for different reasons. But we got along very well, that one, and I think because we both trusted each other very quickly. But yeah, I don't want to say blown away. I think like I accepted at the time that it was a big deal because, yeah, like I could have been a serial killer. She didn't know that. I mean, she probably could have got the vibe that I was not a serial killer from our conversations, but she didn't know that. She didn't know if I had bodies buried in my backyard. FYI, I don't. My backyard is concrete. There is no way for me to bury with that. Sorry, I just realized what that conversation turned a little bit funny. So I made this screen. I was inspired by a certain streamer to make a scene for that. I don't have bodies buried in my backyard, and it's not just because my backyard is mostly concrete. Anyway, moving on from that conversation, it is now time. I have been talking for a while. I don't know, about an hour or so. And I did say that I'm playing games. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play some games. I don't know if it's going to work. Mass Effect's been a little bit funny with me doing anything stream related, so I'm just going to try some things. Gonna change a couple of settings around. I just let's go with that one. Okay, so I've updated that one. Hopefully the stream should now say that I am playing Mass Effect and not just chatting. I mean, I am probably still going to be chatting, but we have well, now we have games. So if I can get the fucking game to work, that is going to be the thing. And again, if there's any issues with audio, let me know. I've done a few tests with it, but I can't guarantee that it's going to be exactly like good. So if the audio is too loud or if it's not loud enough, let me know so that then I can fix it, because I want you guys to be able to hear the game also. Anywho, Oh, good. I forgot how long it takes to load when it wasn't already open. That is super helpful. So we have. Ugh. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to be playing Mass Effect, as was previously stated. Okay, let me just. Okay, let me just. I want it down there. Thank you. So, it's never. My screen has never. My recording has never liked the launcher, but it seems to be okay with the game itself. So I consider that a win. Now, if I can get the game to play for me, that would be fucking amazing. So we've got Mass Effect, and for anyone who is either new or has just joined in, it's gonna take me a minute to figure out if I want to play as male Shepard or as female Shepard, because male Shepard means I can romance the female characters, which I would like to do. Female Shepard is more aesthetically pleasing to look at if I'm spending large amounts of times in the cutscene. Okay. Ugh, why is this not loading? Okie dokie. Hold on, chat. I just need to check my settings, because why is this game not loading? Okay. Are we gonna do this? What's happening? There we go. It was just being a pain. Anyway, back to it. So, we are in the... It's my girl, my Tali Zora. Tali is my favorite, for anyone wondering. Now, like I said, I've only played the second game. And so, you know, I am aware she is younger in the first game. But Mass Effect 2 Tali is my girl. And so my intention, I might have to play male Shepard, because I was playing female Shepard when I played Mass Effect 2. And when there's no bisexual option, which meant I was stuck being besties with Tali, which is nice. But, you know, that's not what I wanted to do. So, you know, I've got my options. Got John Shepard, Jane Shepard, as, I don't know, it's a weird... There is probably a mod out there to make them bisexual, but again, I'm too lazy to actually do that. So, my hair is not doing what I want it to do. So, I just realized I need to be able to hear the game. So, I just had to turn on my little speakers so that I could actually hear the game. So I guess I'm going to be... I'll go custom male. I don't want to be John Shepard.
Access your profile.
And again, so if there's any issues with audio being either too loud or too soft, or like you can't hear me over the audio, let me know. I will stick with the name John. That's fine. It's not a name I would normally pick for myself, but for the sake of the game, we're going to keep it at that. I get to make the person.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Okay, cool. So I can make my own things a little bit. Okay, profile reconstruction. What is my person? Spacer, colonist, and Earthborn. What is the difference here? Spacer, they've always been in space. That makes sense given the name. Colonist, you're born in space. Oh no, you were born in the colonies. Listed in the military. Earthborn, you were an orphan. Of course you were. Of course you were an orphan. Because why wouldn't you be an orphan? You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the military. You know what? Fuck it. We'll be an orphan.
Confirm psychological profile.
Oh, psychologically. Okay. Sole survivor. You were a mission that went horribly and you are psychologically broken. Brilliant. War hero. Risked your own life. Bravery, heroism, probably also psychologically broken and ruthless. You get the job done. Okay, well that is not quite my vibe. I guess I'll go Soul Survivor out of that. I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm doing it.
Military specialization.
So we're gonna be that. Oh god, it's still going. Okay. Eventually I will get onto the game itself. We have military specialization, soldiers, good health, all weapon types, medium armor, engineer, tech specialists, repair, modify equipment, nah, adept. Biotics. See, I don't really use biotics. Like when I played Mass Effect 2, I didn't really play with biotics that much, so probably not that one. Infiltrator. Combine combat and tech to specialize in killing or disabling. Oh, I do like long range. I did end up playing the defaults in Skyrim, and so many times I ended up a stealth archer. So, infiltrators trying to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. Specialize in pistols or sniper rifles. I mean, that's a maybe. So far, I'm kind of between soldier and infiltrator. Sentinel. They are. What do they do? Wait, what is? Oh, they're like debuffs. Okay, probably not that. Vanguard, biotic warriors. Deadly at short range. Oh, that does sound pretty good. I do like my sniper rifles, but at the same time, I do love my shotguns. Oh, that's so tempting. Okay, so I think I'll be a Vanguard. I get slightly better armor, at least, with that one. So if I can be the Vanguard and I get to shoot, if I get my shotgun, if I can get a sniper rifle as well, that would be brilliant. But, you know, I can probably get away with not playing a sniper in every single fucking game that I have the option of playing a sniper in. I do love my snipers, but they are generally not as good up close. And I have a tendency, I don't do well in the middle ground. If I take them out, if I can't take them out from a distance, they're usually right up in my face. I don't usually do well with taking them out in the middle. So shotgun sounds pretty good right now. So I'm going to do
Confirm
Vanguard.
Facial identification.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to change your appearance because this is going to be a little bit rude. I don't love how he looks. Facial structure. What are my options? No. How pale can I make this man? Because I kind of want him to look a little bit like me. Okay, that's like deathly pale. That's probably a little bit too pale. Complexion. Okay, let's stick with the regular complexion. Okay, well that's probably the closest. I still look a little bit ill there, but at least I'm not like bad. But yeah, wait, I guess he'll be fine for that. Can I? Yeah. Oh, now go back to this one. Facial structure. Okay. That second one looked pretty good, I think. That's too far. That one. Cool. So cool. I can tolerate that face. That's what you want to. That's what you want in someone that you got to spend the next couple of 100 hours in, isn't it? You want to be able to tolerate them. That's how that works, I'm sure. Neck thickness. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna fix their hair because it's bugging me. What are my hair options? Okay, none of these are really my style. That is the downside of playing the male character, is they don't really get a lot in the way of long options. So I guess I'll just have to settle with them. Okay, so I will get back to more stories, I promise. But right now, I'm gonna make sure this guide doesn't physically repel me. That's fine. What about this beard? No, I don't like that. Okay, I fixed his head. Now I can go back to his head. Let's see if I can make his head look better. Cheekbones. Because I do not care for the default John Shepard. Okay, well that's probably. So I'm just looking for. Okay, I'm just gonna switch to this for a second because I need to see my own neck. Okay. I have a. That's probably the closest. Anyway, now we have that one. Face size. I mean, that's probably closer to me, I think. I may be a little bit delusional in how I look as well, potentially. I don't have my own, because of the DID, I don't have a great judge of my own appearance. So, makes it a little, because, yeah, my inner visualization of myself is very much, like, flexible. So, depending on who might be fronting on any given day or hour or minute. Whoever happens to be fronting when I'm getting ready for the day is usually the one that picks how we look. So instead, so I'm just, sorry, I got distracted by myself. I do that a lot. Because it's one of those things where like I may not necessarily know what I look like. I like to think I look good. So I tend to get caught out by that. What am I, oh yeah, we're making a face. Okay. Anyway, back to this one. So we do this one. What's his ears look like? You know, I think my ears are probably on the bigger side, I think. Kind of one of the, well, I don't want to say it's one of the reasons I'm growing my hair out, but it's not a reason. So the ear orientation is fine. The eyes. Let's have a look at his eyes. The eyes. What are you doing? What? Oh my god. Is there like just a look forward option? Oh my god. Look. Oh fuck. Okay. It's what is he doing? Okay. Eye shape. Let's start at the beginning. Okay. That is. No. 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 Maybe. No. Sorry, I'm just looking at myself now. Not helped by the fact that I've moved my viewfinder over to that screen. And my camera is on this screen. Great combination. So, we have... That's probably close enough. Eye height. Oh good, I finally managed to get him looking forward. What does eye height mean? Okay, that's probably closer to that. Eye width. Nah, it's pretty standard, I think, where my eyes are. I've got like pretty regular eyes. Eye depth. Yeah, it's pretty standard for that too. Brow depth. Now, I don't think I'm quite as deep a forehead as his is. So let's go with that one. Brow height. I think it's a little bit lower. Iris cut. Look forward. Thank you. Now, I mentioned before that I have blue eyes. That is not entirely inaccurate. They're a little bit more of a blue-green, so that's probably the closest. Jawline. Anyway, I'm gonna have a drink. Wish my hair would do what I want it to do. But anyway, so we have. Sorry, I got very easily distracted. I do that sometimes. Anyway, what am I doing? Chin. Okay, I'm pretty sure my chin is not quite that wide. That's slightly closer. That's probably a little bit closer there. I don't love this guy's forehead. Something about it just doesn't work for me. Like, I'm aware I have a large forehead, but this guy's forehead just looks off. I'm aware I probably could do something about that. Can I do something about that? No. Fuck. Okay, that is less helpful. That's gonna bug me. Anyway, the mouth. We got to make him have a pretty mouth. So we have. That is not me. No, my lower lip is slightly bigger. Not that big though. That's closer. That's kind of close. No, no, no. Okay, let's go with that one. My lips, I feel like they're probably relatively close to that. My mouth width. I feel like that's about right. I don't know. I think it's his nose. I gotta fix up his nose. I have a long, I have a, like, my nose is not as wide as his, and that's gonna bug me. Oh, I can make it bigger. Okay, nice. Mouth height. No, that's fine. Hair, okay. Let's go back to this one. Back to this man. I do not know why I'm looking at facial hair. I do not like having facial hair. Okay, back to 0. And the brow. Okay, no, I may have grown up in the 90s, but I was never part of the micro eyebrow fad. It's actually probably not too far off. No, back to this one. Not that, not that one. This one. And they, oh, okay, yeah. I was looking at his eyebrows because I was expecting his eyebrows to change color, and then it was not. Because why would the hair color, why would the eyebrow color be directly below the eyebrows? That would be crazy. Okay. What do we want? He has very shiny hair. Okay. What are my options? Okay, I don't have a lot of them. That is potentially the closest. That's not me. That's probably the closest. Back to the face. Ah, stop. Look forward. God damn it. Why don't you look forward? Anyway, back to finding this man the right eye color. Because I every now and then have to get these darkened because otherwise they are not visible. Look forward. Thank you. Okay, that's relatively close, I think. I guess. I don't know. Hair. No, I was on hair. Scar. I don't need a scar, or at least not that kind of scar. Let's find a better, more suiting scar. Okay, I'm not loving any of these scars, so you're going scarless. I just realized I never looked at this guy's nose, because that was the thing that was bugging me. Okay. I don't love any of those noses. That's probably the closest. Nose height. Yeah. Nose depth? What does that mean? I think my lips go in a little bit more than that, but that's probably the closest I'm gonna get. I don't love this man, but I can tolerate him for the time being. So we're going back in. We got it.
Profile reconstruction complete.
He is more aesthetically tolerable for me to look at than the base John Shepard. I know that may or may not be a controversial opinion. I don't actually know if people like base John Shepard or not. But accept, confirm. That'll have to do. I forgot what I forgot what a Vanguard does. I selected it and I forgot what it does already. Combat difficulty normal. That's fine. Auto level up. No, I want to be able to do stuff for that. Level scaling. Classic mode. Make the original 1 to 60 level range will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. XP and talent point progression remains the same, but the number of levels is doubled. Okay, that sounds fine. Yeah, use all the powers. Why would I want to not have them using their powers? Cool, that sounds good to me. So, yeah, so we've got, we have a cutscene. I just realized I probably should let the cutscene play.
Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets. Learned to look out for himself.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Might have serious emotional scars, but relatable.
We want protecting the galaxy.
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. I started too late to actually finish that sentence, so I hope you guys are fast readers. Faster than I was able to talk anyway. So, for anyone watching, I have played the second game. I have not played the first game. I don't really care overly much for spoilers, but I am kind of trying to, I guess, like raw dog this one, because it's like, I played Mass Effect 2 with walkthrough guides, because I was trying to max out all the relationships for everyone and have as many people survive as possible. And then, you know, I got what I needed, but it didn't feel authentic. So now I just do what I'm doing, make the decisions that I make, and hope for the best.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
I really do need to fix up my nails. They look good from a distance, but like if you look at them up close, they're a little bit scraggly. I've had them on for like nearly a month now.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Only an idiot believes the official story. You know what? Sure, I agree with
They don't
that.
send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I heard.
On my way.
Sorry, I'm a little distracted because I need like a hairband or something,
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
and I can't find one. Oh, I'm actually controlling stuff now. I should probably do that. Escape and open the journal. Okay. Well, I know how to look at the journal. I do like to... Why is the codex not clearing? Okay.
The Systems Alliance is roughly 1,200
I don't
years
like having buzzing notifications. Okay, Codex is no longer yelling at me. Squad. I have points. Nice. Throw, warp. Pistol, charm. Okay. That's interesting. I don't think Mass Effect 2 had charm. Or if it did, I was not paying attention. Can I put one in shotguns yet? Increase weapon damage by 1%. Wow! That's amazing. Why would I not choose that? Given that I generally try to avoid melee damage. Pistol damage and accuracy by 10%. That's great. Throw, I have 1. Warp, I have 1. Oh, I do like warp, I think. 7 seconds is... I don't know how much that is. I should pay attention to that. Okay, well, pistols is getting at least 1. Oh, I didn't want both of them. Not yet, anyway. Can I add 1 to shotguns? Why can't I add 1 to shotguns yet? That's annoying. Throw, I don't really care. Vanguard. I'm gonna make this guy charming. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put both of the pistol ones. Toggle helmet. Don't have a helmet. Okay, that's great. So, that'll have to do for now. Journal. What am I doing? I am the Lieutenant Commander. Okay, well, I know that. Speak to the captain. Oh, yeah. I'm so used to Mass Effect 2 where, like, I was the captain, basically. So now I'm a subordinate? Ugh. I hate being a subordinate. One advantage to my current 9 to 5 is that I'm just high enough that I have some degree of control, but not so high that I'm responsible for everything. Granted, it doesn't pay particularly well, but it pays enough. Okay, so I need to go to Captain Anderson in the control room. Where is the control room? This way. Now. Okay. Oh, that is not the button I meant to press. Whoops. I probably don't want to be shooting people on the ship. They may not approve of that. All right, what's your deal, sir? Okay, okay. I thought I was meant to press a button. I'm not 100% sure if I was meant to or not.
Will give us a chance to talk.
Where's Captain Anderson?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Ooh. Beyond beautiful. I mean, that would be good. If it's beyond beautiful,
Paradise.
that's like
Yes, a
pretty good.
paradise. Serene,
So,
cool, safe. Eden Prime has
we'll
become
take the
something
win.
of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Why are you asking that?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place.
I like this guy's
Still,
facial
should we be
markings,
ready for this?
but I don't think I like this guy.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Haha, I knew
I
it.
figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we need the stealth systems. You should have told me.
I don't like being kept in the dark, Captain.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly
I do
limited
like
to
Keith
no
David,
witnesses. A research team on Eden Prime.
who I'm pretty sure is the
unearthed
voice of
some
Captain
kind
Anderson.
Beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Thought
Prothean?
the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Okay.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why did we tell the council?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation.
Yeah, me asking that question probably didn't give probably the best
Sharing
impression
will improve
for the whole, you know,
relations with the Council.
humans
Plus,
are selfish.
their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Ugh. Evaluate me? Ugh.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long
I don't like being evaluated.
Humanity wants a
In-game
long
or real life.
shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent.
You showed a remarkable will to live. Congratulations, you don't want to die.
Spectres.
Do you support this, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
Okay, so if,
You'll be in charge.
for
of the
anyone
ground
in
team.
chat, like,
Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP.
who,
Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
I guess, who of the companions would you consider, like, a smash or pass? Like I said at the beginning of this game, like, Mass Effect 2, Talizora, definite smash. I mean, I know in-game that is, you know, not great for her, because, like, her immune system is basically garbage without her suit. But I do also know that if you get the relationship high enough, she is willing to make herself a little bit sick just to get a little bit of that something something. Unfortunately, because I was playing female Shepard, I was not able to engage in that aspect of the game. But Talizora is my girl. That is also why this is not a plug or anything like that. I have a throne wish list, and I have a couple of figures that at some point I'll probably buy and put up on my back wall there. One of those is of Talizora, because, and it's like, you know, I can't see her face, but I love her as a as a character. So, you know, she has a nice personality and a banging bod. So, yeah. I mean, I like Garrus, but I don't know. I don't know about him. That's not how I roll. I'm like, if I'm attracted to anyone, it's usually going to be like 80% women, 10-ish% men, and then I don't really know what that other 10% is. I did not do the math when I started this sentence, but it's like all women, or you know, all women slash non-binary slash femme presenting people, and like 5 dudes. So what can I say? You'll be in charge of the ground team. I just realized I've been just talking over the screen the whole time. Sorry, Shepard. Secure the beacon, get it on the ship. He will accompany you. Okay. No, I feel like I already know enough about those. Ready to go.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
Got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
I think they might be screwed.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out.
Also, if I
Captain.
have
No
any
other
echo,
alliance ships
let me
in the
know,
area.
because I'm kind of playing my audio
Take us
through an
into the
external
fast
speaker. It
corridor.
may be
This mission
coming
just got a lot
through
more
my
complicated.
microphone.
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is
Captain?
a secondary objective.
What
The
about
beacon's your
survivors?
top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Is he gonna die? I don't know this
Nihilus will
character.
scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
He could count on us. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Understood. I don't really care about this
The
guy.
mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Okay.
Ship perimeter.
So, excuse me for just 1 second, chat. I need to go get a clip or a band or something for my hair because it's bugging the crap out of me. So I'm just gonna just do this for a second. I'll be right back. And mute this for a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to get something for my hair. It was bugging me. And it was getting to the point where I was like, I just need my hair out of my face. But I do still want to have like some around the sides. I just needed to keep the top out of the way. So I've got like a... There is probably a name for it. I think it's like a half up or half down. Half up, half down is what I meant to say. I call it the Geralt just because, you know, that's how they often present his one, but it'll have to do for now. And I'm hoping that it also won't bug me, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, I just realized. You guys can't see what I'm seeing. Let me just fix that. So, Codex, I don't care. All entries viewed. I don't think I've ever spent any time actually reading the Codex. I should, but I don't. Journal, what do I have to do? Head to the dig site. Okay, that's fine. Squad, can I make people stronger? Okay. Who is Caden? What's his deal? Throw, barrier, decryption. That seems handy. Squad healing. You know what? I'll make you a... Cool. Throw, barrier. Bolster your kinetic shield. I don't really care. Okay, I'll give you some sentinel, so you're fine. But there we go. So what's this dude's thing? He is a soldier. So sounds like he needs to get some soldiering done. Ooh, limited health regeneration. Seems like that's probably a good thing he should have. Pistols and assault rifles. Ooh, overkill. What does overkill do? 80% less heat, 50% more damage. Cool, that sounds good. You know what? That's what you get. You get overkill. I like that. Why give the option for toggle helmet if you're not gonna... Okay, it's just my helmet. Why give me the option on the other people? Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Why is my renegade higher than my paragon? That's not how I want to play. I'm a paragon. I'm a paragon playthrough person. There was a lot of P's in that sentence. Okay. So, I guess that's all I needed to do with him. So that's fine. So I'm going to save that because I am a chronic oversaver. Oh, speaking of which, does F5 autosave? Awesome. I am going to be pressing that button a lot. Okay. Now, do I have other weapons? Okay. Press H to put it away. No. Okay. Cool. So, we have... Ah! Oh no! Where am I going? Where am I going?
Oh God, what happened here?
Oh, okay. I'm just going to assume I'm moving forward. Now, are these things going to try and kill me?
What the hell are those?
Yeah, well, I'm wondering that too, but...
Don't worry, they're harmless.
Oh, good. So I don't need to shoot them yet.
Oh God, what happened here?
Okay. Well, you know. So, you know, just because I can. Ooh, Lancer. Ooh, I do like... I think I like that. Cool. Anyway. I don't know where I'm heading. I'm just assuming that the open path is the way. So for anyone wondering, I am playing the Legendary Edition of this, so this is all the remastered resolutions and whatnot. Kind of glad I got this version, because I don't know how well this would look otherwise. What am I shooting right now? Okay, so it's these guys. Are you okay, sir?
Not now, Commander.
Ugh. Oh, it's okay. Is he dead? That's not great. Did I just level up a dead man? That's unfortunate. Oh, good. I leveled up a dead man.
Never had a chance.
He deserves a burial. He's not going to get
See
one.
that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Cool. So I picked the Paragon answer. Paragon is fun to say. I mean, if I shoot this, does it give me anything? I don't think this gives me anything. I mean, this press V to hit. This guy doesn't need healing yet. Ugh. Wasting Medigel on a guy because he got some boo-boos. Fucking Guff.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies.
Ooh, I got a level?
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to...
That was fast. What do you mean I've got levels? How do I have levels so quickly? Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more in the charm. I just realized I've been using an assault rifle, and I picked a particular class that does not specialize in assault rifles. That was very clever of me. One for that. And you know what? Sure. And what's this one do? Oh, that does seem helpful. Reset the cooldown on talents. Okay. I don't love that one, but I'll do it. Ugh. Well, your deal, sir. You got stuff too. Okay. Well, we'll make you get a barrier, because apparently you guys are weak as shit. First aid. First aid restores, that's probably helpful. Sure. That'll do. Save.
catch up with you at the dig site.
Okay. Can I climb stuff? Oh yeah, you can't jump in this game. So weird. Left shift to issue orders. I don't know if I need him to do any of those. Q or E? Sir, I told you to go ahead. What the fuck? Sir, you are useless. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back to pistols. Apparently I have a specialty in pistols. Where are you shooting? Oh, you're over there. Okay. Okay, where is this shooting coming from? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Hi, bud. Oh, that's a dead person. Ah. Dead person is useless to me. Okay. Well, that's not overly helpful. Oh, hey, there's something over there. That looks important. Or at the very least useful. Oh, okay. Why is there a medical kit next to these two dead people? That doesn't seem to have done them a very good job. Okay. Not loving what's... Oh, there's cutscene. Okay. Who is this person? I'm assuming she's one of ours. He's a good shot, though. I like him. Oh, sucks to be that guy. Oh yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Who's dying? Oh, yeah, you probably need to, yeah, you probably need to die. Can I collect your stuff? I would like your stuff. Ah, couldn't get this stuff.
The 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
That is a good question. Am I the one in charge? Technically, no. What happened here?
Give me a status report, Williams.
Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
What happened to your unit? Because you guys are all dying. You seem to suck.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
I don't think I want to be blaming her at this point. She might be an ally.
What kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
Why are they here
must have
now?
come for the beacon.
Well, I don't know.
The dig site
That's
is
the point of the
close,
story.
Just over that rise. It might still be there.
Take us there.
You're coming with us, Williams. We need that beacon.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Investigate. What about Nihilus?
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Okie dokie.
Move out.
So, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. They keep changing. I got a new person, and so I leveled him up, and then he died. And so now I got a new person. If I level her up, is she just gonna die? I don't know. She might be an ongoing character. I don't actually know. So I have 4 points for her. What's her deal? What does she specialize in? She is a soldier. Give her a little bit of that. A little bit in assault rifles. And what's this one? Equip medium armor. Ooh, that's actually looks like it could be helpful. Pistols. And what else? 'Cause that's... I find it interesting they gave her a pink suit. I'm wondering if that's plot relevant, or if it's just the writers going, we need you to know she's a girl. You know what? I'll give her an extra assault rifle. And then we save again. Save, save, save. You are going to hear that sound a lot with my playthroughs.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Cool. Take all. Nice. Oh, what's this? Take that too. Oh, hang on. I can change armor? How do I do that? I did not actually read what that thing just said. That. I probably should pay attention. Okay, that is not what I wanted.
Kinetic barriers, more
Nope,
commonly
that is
called
also not what I
shields,
wanted.
provide protection.
Okay, well, that was less helpful, but yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like she's probably an important character, but I know nothing about her except that I don't think she's in the second game, because the second game's the only one that I've played. I'm aware that that's a weird thing to start on the first game, to start on the second game, but... Oh, how do I take cover? Oh, okay. There we go. Do I have to? Why do I have to? Okay, why do I have to be on guard right now? Anyway. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Cool. Oh, sorry, my nose just got really itchy. Anyway, throw a grenade. Have a grenade? Where? Okay, where am I throwing a grenade? Okay, cool. Well, let's give that a go. Bam! There we go. Who are we shooting at? Okay, where is this guy? He is not stepping forward. Ugh, do I have to melee attack him? I hate melee attacking. This is not a melee game. Yeah, take that, fucker. Great. I'm taking that. What is this? Investigate.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Any survivors?
Think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Cool.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out.
So, yeah, I've been playing a little bit of this one, so I'm not entirely unfamiliar with them, but I'm kind of, one of those things where it's like, I don't necessarily know if I care about spoilers, given that I've played the second game before I played the first game, but at the same time, I don't necessarily want to know if they're, like, I want to know about the,
What did the Geth do to them?
I kind of already know about what's happening, but at the same time, I also just kind of see how my actions, have consequences. Is probably the best way to put it. Because I didn't cheat with my Mass Effect 2 playthrough, but I used a guide to ensure I got the best ending. But at the same time, I also couldn't, like, romance any of the people that I wanted to romance because I was playing as Femme Shepard, and I wanted to romance the other female companions. And apparently, you can't do that. So now I'm playing as male Shepard, which I don't necessarily love him as a character. But when the time comes, it means I can actually interact with who I want to interact with. Okay, what does that mean? Decryption or electronics? Wait, do I have decryption or electronics? I actually don't remember. Advance to the central core, move the mouse to move around the central ring. Okay, I'm not 100% sure I follow what this is. This is different to the last one, I think. Ah, damn it. Okay, I fucked up. Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't. Brilliant. That was easier than I thought.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Before who comes back? That is not an option. Okay, tell me what happened.
Up in this shed.
We hid here during the attack. They must have come here for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Ruin and corpses? Okay, good to know.
Take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better when
Yes,
the
hush,
medication
Manuel.
kicks in.
Okay,
Yes? Is there something
Oh.
you need?
no.
Get moving.
Good luck, Commander.
Okay.
Luck won't save you.
Was there any benefit to talking to these people? Is there anything in here I can steal? Ugh. There was not, in fact, a benefit to dealing with these people. Ugh. Oh, he's gone ahead. The fact that I don't know this character from the second game leads me to think that he may die in this game. I am open to being proven wrong though, because like I'm not familiar with his character.
This isn't your mission, Saren.
Oh, excuse
What are
me.
you
That was a
doing here?
weak burp.
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Oh no. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. This guy he wasn't familiar.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Oh shit, I'm being shot at. Who's shooting me? These people. Who are these people? Why won't you die? There we go. Okay, more of these guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're walking in circles. What are you doing? Okay, who is still shooting? Why are you still shooting? Oh, there's another one over there. Okay. My bad. There he goes. Brilliant. That is exactly what I need. So, ooh, can I open this or does this have a lock as well? Ah, it's also locked. Okay.
Everybody
Aha.
stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Well, I don't know if it's safe, but they're gone.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Okie dokie, you do
I have
that.
to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Yeah, give me stuff.
Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
What's going
You
on?
have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Smuggling is a crime, but I'm not gonna be a knock about it. So that's why you ran here.
Greedy bastard. You weren't running for your life. You were running to check on your merchandise.
No, it's not like that. I just knew there were some packages here, something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Yeah, just a bit. Holding out on me, that seems like a dick move. Is that
We're
all?
risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but...
Ugh, oh my god. I do not like you.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
Okay.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
You're not a snitch, but you are a coward.
Right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Good luck.
I have to go now. My people need me. Give me things, give me things. Ugh. Can you open it?
It used to be beautiful here.
Ugh. Can someone else open this? What's dude on the left? I don't know what your name is, but can you do stuff? I do not know the controls well enough. Not that one. Okay. Can I get someone to do this for me? No. Hang on. Squad. Electronics. Does someone that I have here do electronics? Ugh, not yet though. That would be so helpful. Okay, if I do that one there, can I do this one now? Ugh. I don't like you, sir. I'm gonna make your first aid more useful. Ugh. Okay, so what can I do? I can talk to people. That's nice. Vanguard. Pistol and shotgun damage. I probably did. Oh, what's this? That is helpful. Melee damage and weapon damage. No. No. Vanguard, sure. I'm still gonna make you a charming motherfucker. Sure, I'll make your pistols even better. Ashley, what's your deal? Get 2 for you. What works well for you? We'll do that one. That's probably helpful. And I'll make her pistol better too. So, you know, people aren't completely useless that way. Okay, I'm a little bit annoyed that of course, because I didn't pick the tech starting person. So of course I miss out on this tech-based thing. No, that's nothing. Wait, what was that? Oh. Containment cell? What happens if I shoot that? That happens. I probably shouldn't have done that. But now we know. So, I'm just gonna, real quick, just do this thing that I just did then. Just gonna, real quick, just save myself a heal on that one. Did I need to? No. But now I know those things are explosive. So, now I know not to do that. Or at least, if I do that, not do it that close. Bam! There we go. Again, did I need to do that? No. But that's not going to stop me. So, what are we doing?
Commander, it's Nihilus.
I see that. I'm going to take this first, though. Because I imagine he will trigger a cutscene. I need to pick this up first. And I'm sorry, but him being dead ain't gonna change by me taking a few extra seconds.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
You need to be more careful.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
It wasn't the Geth? I mean, I know it wasn't the Geth, but...
Saying Nihilus was murdered by a Turian?
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him
Poor
right in the
fucker.
back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
What about the beacon?
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened?
We need the beacon. We have to win back the beacon.
Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
They didn't find you? Yes, because he is a coward and he hides very, very well.
Survived. Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Already behind the crates. How convenient.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift.
Relatable.
I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Lucky break.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Cole mentioned you.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No.
No, I'm not a smuggler. Don't look at what I'm doing. I'm not a smuggler, clearly.
Smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead. The entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
No, it does not. Give me your weapons.
We could use against the Geth.
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch.
Ooh, Ashley doesn't like him.
Ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Hand him over. I'm not gonna piss off Ashley. She seems like she could be a love interest.
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
You should make amends with... Should make amends? Amends with who?
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line.
Cool, give it to me.
Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
We need to find that beacon.
At least he's a useful coward.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Explosive. I'll take it. Now. Which direction? Ah! There's people alive over here. That wasn't cool. I didn't like getting surprise attacked. That was so rude. They don't even give me stuff. Really hoping I would get stuff out of that. Who are you shooting? The fuck are you doing, Caden? Caden, who are you shooting? Are you happy now, Caden? It's dead. The containment cell is dead. Oh. I probably need to not do that. Okay. Ashley can do overkill. What's his deal? Throwing, barrier, and sabotage. Okay, cool. That is not helpful. That also wasn't helpful, but made me feel better. Oh, there's a bunch of people here. Okay. How about this one? Okay. Resilient little fucker, that one. Again, Ashley, who are you shooting? Who are you people shooting at? Oh, is it this thing again? Who and or what are you shooting at? Yeah, okay, there's a gas trooper there, but he's not... He's hiding. You guys are doing fuck all to get rid of him. Okay, everybody happy? Everyone got all their shooties out? No? Okay. Okay, who is shooting at what? Okay, assuming there's someone over here, because these guys keep shooting at me. Right. Okay, are you done? Brilliant. I really wish I could collect loot off these people. Because that is... I would like to be able to collect the loot outside of just those random boxes. Oh, it's this asshole. I don't know if he's important, but he's probably important.
Leave no evidence that we were here.
Oh, I don't know why my camera's frame rate's a little bit funny. Okay, so
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
sure. Ooh, Storm, is that shotgun? I'm gonna use a shotgun. Okay, so it's shooting me. There's a thing over there. People are shooting me. I do not care for this, but there is a thing over there. Disarm this one. Cool. Okay, so... Oh, well, he's dead now. Brilliant. Is there a heal option? Oh, that is not the option I wanted. Someone needs to heal me, and I do not remember how that works.
Good to go.
Okay, now if I do... Can you throw something if they're behind a shield? Oh, cool. That was handy. I didn't actually mean to find a thing there. Charge disarmed. Aha, I took that fucker. Wow, this thing is fucking useless from a distance. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna change back to this one, because that shotgun is fucking useless from a distance. Sir? Sir? Hi. There we go. Hi. I have 3 minutes to find this mystery parcel. Ah! Who's shooting me? Bam. Cool. Well, that's that, I guess. Is there anything else useful around here that I can steal? Or acquire? This is meant to be good guys here. It's not stealing, it's acquiring. Okay, well I've stopped the bombs going off, so that is always a bonus. But now we have presumably we gotta find that big guy. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, they're over there. Ah, I hate those things. I hate fiends. Shit. Okay, so, oh, okay, my shield is not active. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I didn't overly care for that. What's this stuff over here? Oh. I knew it wasn't an entire waste of my time. I would have been annoyed if this was an entire waste of my time. Ooh, I don't know, that's a beacon. I will investigate that in a minute because that will progress the story and I need to collect things. And how about you? Yes. Nice. Okay, so this went nowhere. Cool. That is helpful. So we have probably need. I mean, I need to check the beacon over there, and I will go back to the beacon eventually. What is this thing though? Oh, it's just a storage locker. Okay, well, I'll take that. Take it. Take it, son. Okay, well. Okay. I was getting over the clip. And fun like that. Investigate. Do that investigation.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, she's looking at the beacon. Okay. Oh, things are happening. Okay, well that didn't seem good. Oh. I got an achievement. I'm assuming it's because I've just finished the first level.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime.
Ooh, I like her outfit.
A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
I'd like to cosplay her, but I don't think I have the boobs for that.
Humans may have used it.
Rawr! Look how nonchalant she was about his tantrum. Just kind of went, yeah, okay. This is normal.
This human must be eliminated.
I want to know more about her. I don't really care about him. He seems like a pretty generic bad guy, but I want to know more about her. So I guess the writing works.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Dr. Chakwas. I know Dr. Chakwas. I think. It sounds like a name I know. Yeah.
I was worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
I'm not great.
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened.
Ah, so just, a light nap then.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Don't blame yourself. I'll blame you instead.
What would happen?
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded.
Ah.
System overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Was I hurt? Seems like a weird question, given that I've been unconscious for 15 hours.
I appreciate it.
Oh, physically, you're fine.
Excuse me.
But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves.
Rude.
I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Yeah, it seemed more nightmarish than dreamish.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may...
I remember Dr. Chakwas, but I don't remember her being this useless when I was playing last time.
I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Ooh, needs to be in private, eh?
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Feel bad about Jenkins. Yes. Let's talk about Jenkins, because I'm pretty sure that was the guy who I leveled up with at the beginning of the level, and then he died like 30 seconds later.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
That's not
Jenkins
super helpful.
You did a good job, Shepard.
Ah. Why is Williams here?
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Okay, that's fine.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Okay, well, we already know that the Geth suck, so, like, that's you wanted to talk.
You needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Council's wanting answers. Of course they did. The Council always want answers. To hell with the Council.
The Council can kiss my ass. I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
So for anyone watching, I'm playing a no walkthrough run, because I played Mass Effect 2 before, but I've not played Mass Effect 1 before. And I kind of played Mass Effect 2 with a walkthrough, so I could kind of get the best ending. This time round, I'm just raw dogging it and just going by whatever my gut says is the right answer, and hoping for the best, and hoping that I don't end up with a ship full of dead people. Well, I already figured he hates humans. He wanted the beacon.
He didn't come to Eden Prime because he hates humans.
You're right. Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I mean, there was the vision, but it wouldn't necessarily... I don't know how useful that was.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Let's say war. I don't know if it was our death, but I definitely saw war.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the council, Shepard.
Ugh. Fine. Tell the fucking council.
I had a bad dream.
Yeah.
We don't know what.
I don't like the council. I don't know anything about the council, but I don't like them.
For some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Not if I can help it. It's cliche, but it's a funny line.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere.
Wait, I thought we were Spectres.
That's why we need the council on our side.
Fine. Understood.
Prove Saren's gone rogue.
You're not listening, so... Understood.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okie dokie. Can I level up a little bit? I can. Brilliant. I mean, I guess I'll throw a little bit. Vanguard. Sure. Do that a little bit too. Lift? No. Barrier? No. I don't really care about barrier. Assault training. I know they want to... I know they want me to do melee stuff, but melee has never been my thing. Ugh. Okay. What does this get me? I mean, that is handy. Can I just... Okay, well, I'll do one more warp. I'll do one for warp. Journal. Speak to Joker. Okay. Mark it as read because I ain't reading that. So, is there anything I can collect in here? Anything at all? Okay. Well, this room is not overly helpful for me. Oh, it's Ashley. And Caden. And Dr. Chakwas. Okay. Everyone's got stuff to say.
Is there something you need?
Personal questions.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
Shocking.
But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my best.
Any regrets?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies.
Can I romance her?
But there's something special about working on soldiers.
I don't know if I can like romance them, but I feel like I want to at least try.
Goodbye, Commander.
Where's the other one?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew
I'm pretty sure you can romance this one. He will be met. Soldiers, that is so heartless. No.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You earned it.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate it.
How are you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
Yeah, but you helped. Go team.
I've done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Glad to have you.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Thank you, Commander. What about you, Caden? I don't know if I like you.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Oh, good. He's got nothing to say. Where do I go here? This way? Hello, random citizens. I've spoken to Chuck, spoken to Ashley. Got me good English going. Captain Anderson, do I need to talk to you? Hi.
Go speak to Joker when you're
Oh,
ready.
I don't need to talk to you.
Tell him to
Okay,
take Normandy.
you are irrelevant. I've spoken to her. Oh, okay. Where am I going? Oh, there's some stairs. Okay, I'll go to the stairs instead. Take the scenic route. Hello? There we go. Oh. That's the same place I would have gone anyway. Okay. Oh, okay. This is different to, so what's your deal? Who are you?
You're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on me.
Okay, well that is a map. I don't think I need the map just yet. What's this? Oh, it's a codex thing. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Oh, it's Joker. Okay.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
The hair is bugging me, and I don't know why.
Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Okay, the music is pretty good right now.
You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, yeah, sucks to be them then.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres.
Oh, maybe that's why I thought of that, because I'm pretty sure we're a Spectre in the second game.
Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault.
I would say spoilers, but this game came out like
The
15, 20 years ago.
investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Ooh. Squat. Time to arm up some people. Okay. So we'll make you a little tiny bit stronger. And you know what? We'll make you, we need someone able to actually decrypt things. And Ashley, what can you do? 2 of them? Okay. So health regeneration is probably useful. But what would also be useful is not taking damage in the first place. I'm gonna ooh, if I do that, she can go up shotguns. Nice. Cool. Okay. So save that one. Save game. Yes, we are saving the game. Now, on that note, switching back to this one now, because I can. Because I think that might be enough for today / tonight, or whoever might be watching. Sorry, I know I'm touching my hair a lot. I can't. It's been bugging me all day. One of those things where it's like the hair looks good, but at the expense of, you know, being uncomfortable. Is not how I want it to look. Anyway, that's fine. So that might be what I think that's all we'll do for today in terms of the games. My lipstick's holding up pretty well, which is nice. So if anyone's wondering, this is VE Cosmetics lipstick. It is well, at least this particular type of it has a lot of hold, which is really handy. And yeah, so I like this one, but I think that might be, yeah, but enough of the games for today. Thank you for anyone who followed me on today's stream, especially I think that's Mia for today. Thank you for following me. One step closer to the first of my follower goals. This first particular goal being eating a lemon. And I can't imagine it'll be super fun, but it should be entertaining at the very least. So there's that. I've forgotten what half of my follower goals are. I should probably look at that at some point. But on the plus side of that, eventually, like, I've got a few goals up there. One that a lot of people might like is it's one of the further goals, which is the 500 follower goal, which is basically just a French-made stream. I mean, I still do these games and so on, but it's in a French-made outfit, so that's fun for everybody. Unless well, it's fun for anyone who wants to see someone dressed in a French-made outfit. It's, yeah, be fun. I'm looking forward to it. That's a ways away, so you know, if anyone else would like to, feel free to follow and push a little bit further towards that goal. I think somewhere in the middle. I've also got playing some Subnautica, which by itself is not necessarily like an overly big goal, but I have thalassophobia, which is a fear of the deep ocean, and I have played a few different games that are based in the ocean, and apparently, yes, that is still enough to set off that phobia. Especially given the fact that there is, like, you know, crazy big fish in that game that can eat you. or severely damage you. And that's not fun. Doesn't help with the phobia, but that's probably also going to be entertaining as well. And at some point in there, I've got a Discord that I've been working on. It's not active yet. It's still very much a private Discord. And when I say private, it's basically just me. Because I'm building it and no one's invited yet. But eventually, I will make that public. So people who watch the stream can meet up and chat. Or at the very least, just get like announcements and that sort of thing. So that'll be good. And like I'm hoping to, get further than that. It's I know streaming's like, it's a slow burn. So that is all good. I'm here for fun. Like I enjoyed that. As that Mass Effect, I've been meaning to play that for a while. Like I've played the second game, but playing the first game with like no guides or anything like that to give me the best option, it's a little scary. I don't like having bad endings, but I'm curious to see what my own choices will end up doing. Like maybe it'll end up with everybody dying, who knows? Or maybe I'll romance everybody and be everyone's little fuck buddy. So you never know. It's all up in the air. But we'll have to wait and see. This is, like I said earlier, this is more of a Monday thing, I think, the Mass Effect, because it kind of works with the alliteration. So you got Mass Effect Monday. I might play it on other days, but I feel like I'm ADHD enough that I do not have the long-term focus to stick to one game the whole time. So that's why I went with being a variety streamer. But there will be other games. Mass Effect is also going to be part of that game. I'm one level into that one now. Unsurprisingly, I was surprised that there was people that died already, but that seems like fairly normal story thing. Also, because of the fact that there were people in there that I was like, you seem important, but I don't know your name, and I've played the second game, so that's weird that they wouldn't include you in the second game if you're important. And lo and behold, they died. So sucks to be them, but I've got that's the main downside, I guess, of having played the second game, is that there are a couple of spoilers in terms of who lives and who dies. But yeah, we have. It was a fun. Mass Effect 2 was a fun game. That's why I wanted to play Mass Effect 1. And eventually I'll play Mass Effect 3. Actually, you know what? I'll just do the whole trilogy. If I stick around long enough, eventually I will get through the whole trilogy. Sorry, I just noticed there was something on my lip. Hopefully that hasn't been there the whole time. That's going to be really annoying. Anyway. That's annoying. But that's fine. So thank you to anyone who has joined me for today. I hope I was good background noise. I do what I can. And my plan is that this is going to be a regular time on Mondays, or for my Northern Hemisphere peoples, Sunday evenings, I think for some of you it's a Sunday evening. But on top of that, I will also be doing my plan, at the very least. Whether it sticks to it is anyone's guess, but my plan is that Wednesday and Friday evenings for me, which I think is mornings for the Northern Hemisphere people, I do plan on doing, some kind of stream for that. It might be a Mass Effect one. It could be just whatever. There is a Gundam model that I've got over the Christmas break that at some point I would like to build. I might even do it on stream, potentially. Once upon a time, I did have, I still do, but I had this camera, if I can find it. So I have a secondary camera, that would be this one. And that camera, I would often have I would have aimed at the desk so that if I was building, so because I did some puzzles and I made some Lego. There's a Lego tree up there behind the, well, partially behind the bunny. That one I made on stream. There was also a 3D puzzle of the Millennium Puzzle from Yu-Gi-Oh! I did not finish that. It frustrated me. But I have this Gundam that theoretically I could build that on stream at some point. There was a plan to do over the Christmas or New Year's period, which I didn't do because obviously this is my first stream in a while, that it was going to be a, it was essentially a never have I ever stream. It was not like, I don't have like layouts or anything like that. I've just kind of, there's a few different sites that I've just got open on one of my browsers, and I was just going to play a few rounds of that with chat. May or may not include alcohol. I'm not entirely sure I can say on Twitch because I know they don't like alcohol being used as like a bonus on stream. I don't know. I don't know 100% on that. Like, I think I'm allowed to drink a little bit as long as I'm not doing it for like, as long as I'm not being like paid to do it, or if I'm doing it for fun and not to a dangerous level, it's probably fine. But for the sake of Twitch, let's just say I'm drinking juice. I'm drinking some juice on stream just because that juice happens to burn. Just by the way, this is Gamer Sups. There is nothing alcoholic about this. That's fine. Don't worry about it, Twitch. It's how I stay awake. But yeah, that is also another plan that I have for a stream later on. I'm kind of, I don't want to say blame, but blame kind of works. I've never been a big model building person, but there was a certain Welsh streamer that I follow, and they've recently gotten into model building, and apparently they are one of the few people who can influence me. I'm generally not susceptible to like influencer culture. She might be a minor exception, and now I have a Gundam. So that was unexpected, but what can you do? I just completely forgot what the heck I was just saying. Anyway, so I'll probably wrap it up for today / tonight. It's been about 3 hours. I think that's good length for a first time back stream, especially because my voice is not used to talking this long again. I talk a lot to myself, like off stream, but generally when I'm doing that, I don't have to project. I've also been debating doing like, maybe not necessarily an ASMR stream, but maybe like an ASMR redeem, because like I have my microphone just here, and I don't know, but maybe some people might like some ASMR, possibly even while I'm doing the Gundam build. Engage a few different types of audiences like that. Or alternatively, maybe, I don't know, it might just be a redeem. It's, I haven't decided yet. But on that note, I should probably finish up. I'm going to have a quick look and see if there is anyone that, you know, might be potentially raidable. Am I following anyone that is currently online? Oh, there is a couple of people that are online. Who am I following? I have, oh, actually, you know what? I'll do this so you guys can see it. That one. There you go. So you guys can see what I am looking at. There's nothing incriminating on that screen. Brilliant. So that is someone who is following, or who I am following. What are they doing? It's so I have Vintage Potato and Rogi that I follow that are currently active. Alternatively, there is a couple of other people who are streaming Mass Effect. I don't know any of these people, but if there is anyone in chat that might have some thoughts on the matter, then... Sorry, I just realized that I couldn't actually see my chat, so that's helpful. How you doing? Okay. So, how long have these people been up for? Who is this guy? Do I know this guy? I don't know this guy, but who is this guy? I'm looking at a few people. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, no, I know that this, for a certain audience, it is a shooty game. Okay, so this person... Oh, what's he doing? I don't know. So the people that I would usually raid are, yeah, the people that I would usually raid aren't on at this particular point in time. So I'm kind of looking for someone new. Oh, excuse me. We have... Who is this person? Who is the Italian stallion? Who is this person? I mean, this... Okay, I need to...
Never mind.
Okay, well, this is the thing. I don't want to, like, spoil it for myself, because, like, I don't know. Sorry, I'm looking at my secondary screen if you're wondering why, like, that's playing there, but I'm looking over here. You know what, people?
Good question.
I'm a little bit tired. I don't necessarily know if I have the energy to do a raid right this very second. I'm just gonna switch back to this one. So I might just call it at that for the night. So thank you for anyone who is joining me. Please feel free to follow and hang around. Like I said, I aim to do 3 streams a week. This one is the main one that will be set at this time, but the others will be at the other end of the day. So if anyone would like to follow and join along with that, feel free. Just realized my mic was a little bit further away than I would like. But anyway, have a great day, great night, whatever time of day it may be for you. Have a good one. Keep it real. I will see you all next time.